Hi everybody, Levi Clay here, and I'm back again to do another lesson. This time we're talking about the subject of swing and what is swing time. So this comes thanks to one of my patrons over on patreon.com. Mark recently sent me an email and we were talking back and forth a little bit about him trying to transcribe swing, and I got the feeling that he didn't fully understand what swing was, where it comes from, and just how we can think about it. So this should hopefully help Mark. It will definitely help Mark, but I think you guys will get some joy out of it as well. If you do enjoy this video, please do hit that subscribe button, like it, comment, all of that good stuff, share it with your friends, and yeah, I'll keep making more videos. Anyway, so what is swing? I'm going to deal with this using actual notation. So before we deal with swing itself, we have to have a concept of time. We have to have a concept of the pulse in music. So it doesn't matter what I'm listening to, what I'm playing. It could be, I don't know why I've chosen to play this, but why not? It really doesn't matter. When I listen to that, I have a sense of where the pulse is. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. No sense of pitch, evidently. But yeah, so where I was clicking my fingers there would be what we would deem to be the pulse. Now, this is a concept which I'm sure you are all very familiar with. You could put on just about any piece of music and you will tap your foot along to that music at some sort of pulse. That is the underlying, the pulse, the inner beat of the music, if you like. So now we need to deal with what a subdivision of a beat is. So if this was my pulse, over that I could sing one note for every click. Ba, 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 ba. Now that's not really dividing that beat in any way, shape or form. But I could actually split that beat in half. I could sing two notes for every one click with my fingers, right? I could go ba 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 ba. I could sing three notes. Ba 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 ba. I could even sing four notes. Could do fives, sixes, sevens, eights, and nines, but vocally it's getting a little bit hard. But the point is, you could subdivide a beat by any number. Now, if we go back to when I split that beat in half, two notes played for every click of my fingers. What I am going to do now is have the notation for this on screen. You can see there are 8 notes in the bar. Ba 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 ba, and I've deliberately grouped these on screen so you can see 2 notes are paired together. You can see 4 groupings of notes there, and each one of those lasts for a beat. Now you could call these 8th notes, and they're called 8th notes because they take up 1/8 of a bar. As you can tell, there are, or if you count them, there are 8 of them in the bar. Each one is an 8th note in value. That's the American counting system. If you were to go European, you would call it a quaver. Yes, a quaver. Much like the crisp, only... I assume Americans don't actually have quavers, the crisps, or the notes. So you're missing out on both. I actually like the American counting system, so an 8th note, we can refer to that as an 8th note. Now, if I play the guitar using a stream of 8th notes, it has a certain sound, right? Those are 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So these evenly spaced notes, these 8th notes, we can call this straight time or a straight feel. The notes are evenly spaced. Now we're moving into the land of swing. I'm going to do something visually representative here. So we have, it's actually quite difficult to do this with my hands, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we have 2 notes and they are evenly spaced like this. We have a note that is exactly an 8th note in length and a note that is an 8th note in length. Swing time purely works in a forward motion context. It's about creating a sense of forward motion. And the way we do that is we elongate the first note and make the second note shorter. That way you hear the long note, and then when that short note plays, it helps to pull you back to that first note. So it's long note, short note. And really that's the basic introduction to swing. Long note, short note, long note, short note. And great players, great swing players, will push and pull with how long that long note is and how short that short note is. But if we want to do this in a more academic way, we need to deal with the concept of a triplet. So we dealt with the eighth note rhythm. Again, it's on screen. A triplet is 3 eighth notes played in the space of 2, which is 3 notes played in the space of 1 beat, right? Again, you can see that on screen. There are 4 groupings of notes here. Each one contains 3 notes. So here's my pulse. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there's our basic triplet feel. And you could actually, just as a completely academic exercise, practice going between those two. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. That's a good subdivision of the beat exercise. When you're comfortable with that triplet feel, this is where the traditional swing feel comes from. You see on screen now what I've notated is that same triplet feel, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and but I've taken out that middle note. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. This is our basic swing feel. If I click my finger to that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count 1 and a couple of times, then skip out that middle note. So here's my pulse. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 so that's our basic swing feel, and it's really important that we get to grips with that because it's extremely common in music. If I play something like kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan groove, that has a swing feel to it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da 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 da. So what you can see that I'm doing here is I'm really trying to vocalize that swing feel. So anytime I feel a pulse, no matter the speed, da 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 da, or a fast speed. Da 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 da. Who knows how well that's coming through on the microphone, right? So this feel is, this is a really cool feel. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm mixing in some triplets and things there. But when you listen along to that, you can find the pulse, da, 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 da. But you also have a sense of that triplet feel. Da, 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 da. So that's our basic introduction to swing. But there's more to talk about, right? So you may have seen this on a score. This is a swing marker. This stops us from having to write these triplets with rests and, putting more ink on the page than needs to be there. This is an indicator that when you are reading this piece of music, when you see 2 eighth notes played together, you play them with a swing feel. Now, if we break down that swing feel, what we've now got is a triplet crotchet or triplet quarter note followed by a triplet eighth note, that first one lasts for 2 eighth notes. So it's still 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and but that first marker lasts for 2 of those, 1 and 2 and da 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 da. So what this means is that we can actually notate long runs of eighth notes, as you can see on screen now, and I wouldn't count this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, because it has that swing marker in there, it's now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. There's our basic swing feel concept. Now, before I give you some swing licks and transcriptions, I just want to point out to you that a big part of this swing feel is pushing and pulling with that time. When you listen to great jazz players, one of my favourites would be Joe Pass. You will listen to him play and he will push and pull with that swing feel, going between what you might call a hard swing time, where you're really making the first note longer and the second one shorter, which pulls that music forward. But then he might pull that right back to the point where the notes are almost exactly the same length. Now, this is a very hard thing to demonstrate, and it's an even harder thing to notate completely accurately. What you really want to do if you're transcribing like this is just notate it with a swing feel, have the long eighth notes, and if you really want to, put little text markings in the transcription saying, you know, lazy, pull back, or equal time, or whatever you want. But if I just try and give you a basic example of that, you might have something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Words to that effect again. So it's very hard to really talk about that, but there are times there where I'm kind of forcing myself to go from the swing feel to straight. And when you do the two after each other, don't know why I did that slapped harmonic, because I can. So pushing and pulling with the time. So on screen now, I want to put up a simple rhythm, and this is really how swing playing comes alive, and this is how you're going to hear a lot of this stuff when you're transcribing. These are the things you need to listen out for. So what we've got here are 4 notes played with a swing feel, then a triplet, followed by 2 more notes with that swing feel. So da 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 da, 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and. Now this mixing of swing notes and then triplets, which really, when you think about it, the triplet just helps to fill in that swing feel. It's adding that note that has been taken away. This can really help your lines come to life. If I play using that rhythm, whatever it is you happen to play. Now, at a slow speed, that feels slightly academic, right? But if I speed that up, da 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 da. doing my best to add as many of these sort of triplet lines in there. And it's a big part of, actually, when you look at it, Charlie Parker's vocabulary. He was a big fan of this ascending triplet arpeggio. Up an arpeggio, down a scale. You do that all the time. Now when I'm doing that, da 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 da. So there's your basic swing feel. And really that's all I have to say on the subject of swing. It's something that you have to get very, very, very comfortable with, because when you are transcribing, if you lose sense of where the beat is, where the pulse is, it's pretty much game over for you. You are never going to be able to write music down in context. That's the important part, right? Context. The context of what? The context of where the beat is. Unless you have an understanding of this subdivision concept, being able to listen to a singular beat of music and say, well, what happens in this beat? Ignore what comes after it. We'll do that once we've nailed this beat. What actually happens here? Da, 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 da. 2 notes. Or this. One's a swing feel, right? One's a triplet. 1 and 2 and They take place in the same amount of time. The context is the pulse, is the beat of the music. So there we go, guys. Swing. What do you guys have to say about swing? A couple of screens to bring up now. I'm just going to bring this up. Link, let you know about some of my books. If any of these take your interest, let me know in that comments section below, and I can send you a link to all of my books on Amazon. Yeah, it really does mean a lot that you guys enjoy those books. I enjoy making them. I need to finish. I've got a new one that I'm about to finish off today on slide lead guitar. So yeah, I should probably finish this video and go and do that. And also, I want to say a huge thank you to my supporters over on patreon.com. I'm looking over there. They're not actually over there. They are for you, but for me, there's the door to my studio there. But I'll pretend they're there. Thank you very much, guys, for all of your support. Yeah, those guys are a huge help to this channel. They help to keep bringing you these videos. So if you do want to check me out on Patreon, lots of cool stuff that you can get in return for being a supporter on Patreon. For $1, you get access to my private patron-only Facebook group, which is a lot of fun. We have a lot of music discussion in there. And of course, Mark, who is on that list, did reach out to me and ask me to make this video for him, and again, I'm more than happy to do that for supporters because yeah, it really means a lot. Also have a live stream tonight which is exclusive to the $20 guys, $20 plus guys, where we are doing, I call it study club. We'll be looking at not one of my books, a book on Charlie Parker, and I'm gonna practice from the book and show you my practice routine and all of that good stuff. So it's a lot of fun, and you know, I really do enjoy doing all of that stuff. Anyway, that's besides the point. If you would like to check us out on Patreon, you can do so by clicking this button up here. You can subscribe by clicking this button down here. You'll see 2 more of my videos here and here. Thank you so much for all of the support, guys. And if you have any questions, hit me up in that comment section below, because I'm always here reading your comments and happy to get back to you. Much love, and I will see you for another video again soon. Bye.